In algebra, we have something called point-slope formula. Point-slope formula is pretty much as simple as it sounds. We use this when you are given the slope of a line and a point on the line. It is a formula that you are given on your formula chart for the EOC whenever you do take the algebra EOC. Point slope formula looks like y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And you're being given the m and x1, y1. So let me show you what that looks like. We're being instructed to write an equation in slope-intercept form, so we want our answer to be in slope-intercept form. So we want our answer to look like y equals mx plus b. We want it to go through this point and for it to have this slope. So we're going to label these. The slope obviously is my m, and then my point is my x1 and my y1. So we're going to use point slope formula. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So y minus 2, we just plug all these values in, equals a negative 7 times x minus 4. As with anytime you have a set of parentheses and a value out front, you distribute. So my y minus 2 stays the same, and then over here I'm going to have negative 7x plus a 28. And then remember we said that we want the equation to be in slope-intercept form. So we go plus a 2 to both sides. So y equals negative 7x plus 30. This is in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. So the good thing about point-slope formula problems is that they are the same process, the same steps every single time, just with new numbers. So if you would like to test yourself, then go ahead and write this one down and pause the video right here, and you can try it, and then you can unpause the video to check yourself. So if you would like to try this one on your own, pause your video now. For those of you that need an extra little bit of help, another example worked out, let's do it together. My m is the 2, and then here's my x1 and my y1. Again, point slope form. We plug in y minus 1 equals a 2 times x minus 1/2. Now, so many people go, fractions, I hate fractions, I don't want to do a problem with fractions. Fractions are not that bad. Y minus 1 stays the same over here. We're distributing over here. 2 times x is 2x. What is 2 times 1/2? What's half of 2? A 1. So then remember, ultimately the goal is to have y by itself. So I'm going to do plus 1 to both sides. So I have y equals 2x plus a 0, which really, if it were multiple choice, they wouldn't put that plus 0 on there. So for those of you that did this one on your own, how did you do? I hope that you got it right, or at least made it to this point and you had the plus 0, which on an open-ended answer, your teacher would accept. But it's not wholly proper, mathematically speaking. This is what a multiple choice answer would look like. Let's try another. Again, at this point, I would love to have everybody copy the problem down and then pause the video to try it on your own. And then unpause it when you're ready to check your answer. So let me work through this one. My m is a negative 4. My point is my x1, y1. So I have y minus a negative 2 equals negative 4 times x minus a negative 1. Now the piece that's tricky here is remembering that minus and negative means plus a positive for both of those. So I have y plus 2 over here equals, I distribute, and I have a negative 4x minus a 4. Subtract my 2 from both sides, and y equals a negative 4x minus a 6.